Heard, yes, it will be the talk of the office today. The NHL playoffs are set to open this week, and the Sens have a date with Montreal in the first round. The Sens and Habs will meet in the NHL playoffs for the first time in modern history. The series opens Thursday night at the Bell Centre in Montreal. Senators captain Daniel Alfredson predicts it will be electric in both cities. And here's a look at the schedule for the first round series between Ottawa and Montreal. Game 1 is Thursday night at the Bell Centre. Game 2, Friday night in Montreal. Game 3 is Sunday at Scotiabank Place. Game 4 will be Tuesday, May 7th here in Ottawa. If necessary, Game 5 is in Montreal on May 9th. Game 6 would be Saturday here in Ottawa. Game 7 is scheduled for Sunday, May 12th, back in Montreal. Investigators are searching for the cause of an overnight fire in a portable at St. Peter's Catholic High School in Orleans. A 911 caller reported the fire behind the school on Charlemagne Boulevard just before 5 this morning. The blaze was contained to the portable and no injuries are reported. St. Peter's Catholic High School will be open for classes this morning. A new report raises concerns that disadvantaged high school students in Ontario are more likely to take easier classes. The group People for Education says schools in poorer neighborhoods are more likely to have pupils opt for the applied grade 9 classes versus the more complex academic versions. It adds that could drastically lower graduation rates. Director Annie Kidder says the link between poverty and participation in the basic courses is shocking. 2 children and 3 adults have been killed in a car crash in Surrey, British Columbia. The RCMP believes the driver of a Dodge minivan sped through a red light and crashed into a car with 5 victims inside. The impact tore one vehicle in half. The driver of the minivan is in hospital with serious injuries. New this morning, at least 40 people were injured in a powerful explosion that damaged an office building in the center of the Czech capital of Prague. There's no word yet on what caused the blast, but authorities say it was likely a natural gas explosion. The street was covered with rubble and was sealed off by police, who also evacuated people from nearby buildings. Police believe some people may still be buried in the rubble. The Prime Minister of Bangladesh got a first-hand look at the devastation following last week's building collapse. The Prime Minister visited the site and with survivors following the collapse at a garment factory. At least 380 people are confirmed dead. Rescue workers called off the search for survivors today and have now shifted the operation to a recovery mission. A volunteer group is reviving the debate about whether a safe injection site should be set up in the Byward Market. The Campaign for Safer Consumption Sites gauged public support for the idea over the weekend. It wanted to know how residents feel about drug use and whether they support a safe drug consumption site in the market. Ottawa Public Health has said it has no plans to open a safe injection site. And you're being urged to stay away from the shoreline of the Ottawa River. The warning comes as officials say water levels will remain high this week. A section of Britannia Park was flooded over the weekend because of rising water levels. The Ottawa River Regulation Board says warm temperatures, rapid snowmelt, and increased inflows is filling reservoirs right across the basin. Water levels are expected to increase slightly from Mattawa down to Britannia over the next few days.